right here.
Yeah, I do, Aaron. I do like his opening. In my show on Tuesday, I don't know. Travis Talks Sports. Travis, my wonderful partner here, every Friday at 1 o'clock is in New Orleans. He's on a break. So I have two of my dear friends here filling in, Aaron. One knows literally nothing about sports. She is by far the number one realtor in all of Southern California. She's a dear friend, Kathleen.
She'll make an excellent guest then.
Kathleen Bruno. Yeah. I can't wait to talk to her about sports. And then my coach and our marriage and family coach, Alex Urbina. Alex, I love you, man. I mean, you have done so much for our marriage. I can't even tell you, brother. I mean, I've been married forever, and I love her more, and we communicate better thanks to you, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah, so love having you with us.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Now, do you know anything about sports?
A little bit, yeah.
Do you have a favorite sport?
I like football.
Oh, baby. So we're going to talk some NFL football.
All right, sounds good.
And then, Kathleen, can you say hi to your endearing audience?
Hi, Coach. I just, once again, want to tell you what a pleasure it is to be here with you. And, Alex, what a pleasure it is to meet you. And I've come armed with just enough information to be dangerous.
You're so funny. Dedicating the show today to a dear friend of ours, Karen.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Love Karen Waney.
Karen
Fabulous.
Waney. If you're, she said she'd be listening.
Love your life wellness.
She wanted to call in and tease you about something. I don't know. If anybody wants to call in, 298-5487, 298-5487. You know the area code, 661. All right, so let's get started. You were an athlete.
I was an athlete, but I was a gymnast. So unless we're going to talk about gymnastics, I'm going to have small issues. But I do have a backup plan. Whenever I get stuck or in a lull, I'm just going to say defense wins championships. That's all.
You're funny. And it's so true. So let's talk about gymnastics. My two identical twin grandboys, Ben and Owen Isbister, live in San Francisco, and they're gymnasts. Is that how you say it?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So they're 11.
Oh, perfect.
And
That's perfect.
And they both can do when you put your arms out, what is that, the iron?
Rings?
The iron.
Oh, the iron cross, yes.
The iron.
Uh-huh.
I mean, these are 11-year-old. They're skinny as can be. They can't weigh 80 pounds. And they can do everything. I don't know all about gymnastics, but I love watching gymnasts. Am I saying the right phrase?
Yes, you're absolutely saying the right phrase. And I have to be honest, I still love gymnastics to this day. I don't practice gymnastics per se. I still work out all the time, but
the Olympics.
I love it in the Olympics, but I love what gymnastics can do for you personally, because it's a sport where you are on a team and you are competitive against other teams, but at the same time it's sort of like golf, where your real nemesis is only yourself. So that's why one of the things I really like, it builds personal confidence as well as,
which is so
team
important.
Confidence. Yeah.
Alex, did you play sports growing up?
I did. I played both football and baseball.
You're built like a linebacker, so that makes sense.
Well, now I'm built like a linebacker. But
you weren't?
When I was younger, I was fullback.
A fullback?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
And what about baseball? What position in baseball?
I was a catcher since I was like 5 years old.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I was a catcher.
That makes sense. You can see us. Are we Facebook Live today, Aaron? No, we're not? Okay. So Kathleen and I have a friend, Karen Waney, who we're dedicating the show to. We were talking this morning about people who have achieved tremendous results in their life. I call it winning. I never talk about money. I always talk about winning. So both of you, Alex Urbina and Kathleen Bruno, both of you are tremendous winners in life. You influence people. You make people's lives better. And it's interesting, Karen and I were talking about a lot of people who seem to inspire other people were ex-athletes.
I agree with that. Yeah, I can see that. And I also listened to Alex's show that was prior to this one, and immediately he resonated with me because we have a lot of the same philosophies, so that doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, give me one. Give me a philosophy.
That there's always
more
an alternate.
Chocolate.
Yeah, always more chocolate, and that there's always an alternate possibility to how things seem, or there's no concrete, this is this way. There's always alternate ways of being, there's alternate ways of seeing things, and that if you don't draw that hard line, you have much more options in your life.
He's really an expert in communication, and when you look at communicating, which you have to do in your real estate business, you were at Century 21 Troop right here in Valencia, mm-hmm. Incredibly successful. The art of communication for both of you. I mean, you have to
it's critical. That is my job. Communication is my job.
Yeah. So the show is a sports show, so we're going to get into sports now. Okay?
I have a whole list of notes here. So
Do you ever watch football? Because Alex and I are going to talk about
I
football.
love the playoffs, and I love all the festivities that come around those playoffs.
Who's your favorite quarterback?
Peyton Manning?
Oh, good. That was it.
You thought you had me, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
And isn't it like his birthday or something? I don't know.
It's Alex's birthday. Do we
Okay.
have like a birthday?
Oh, it is Alex's birthday.
Yeah, it's Alex Urbina's birthday. Do we have like birthday music, Aaron? Can we do like a happy birthday?
They already played it actually at the end of my show.
I don't care. We'll play
right,
it again.
all right, sounds
Okay, we'll
good.
play it again. So my favorite quarterback of all time is Joe Montana - Tom Brady. I can't pick between them. What about you, Alex?
I like Doug Flutie.
Me too. I mean, how could you not like Doug Flutie?
Yeah, he's got a huge heart. He's all heart and determination, passion, and I don't think he was very tall, right?
No,
Yeah,
5'9".
Yeah, very inspirational.
Yeah, 5'9".
I just like to go on the record saying good things come in small
There
packages.
you go.
Yeah, well, yeah, I get that. All right, so let's go over something that we all can argue out. Aaron, you can jump into. You're listening to Travis Talk Sports every Friday at 1 o'clock on KHTS, award-winning KHTS 98.1 FM and 1220 AM. So ESPN, I don't know did you catch this? They did the best 20 athletes in the history of sports. Have you seen that?
No.
Okay, so who do you think's number one on the list? No cheating.
I just saw the
Kath.
list.
Yeah, no cheating.
So I already
Who's
know.
number one?
Did you really look over at the list?
I did. I didn't know we weren't allowed to cheat. I would have said Lance Armstrong, but I would have been wrong.
Oh, girl, stop it.
LeBron James.
So number one on the list is, we'll go through the list. Tiger Woods, number one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm armed with some knowledge
Go,
there.
go.
He is favored in the Masters, believe it or not.
Yes, he is. Las Vegas has him favored in the Masters. I would have to agree that he's in the top 20. I don't know if he's number one, but they did it scientifically, Alex. They did this list based on a lot of stats, a lot of statistics. They couldn't take the what I call the subjective or soft stuff like leadership in the huddle, personality. What are both of us are athletes, so things that are subjective, like inspiring yourself when you're down, not quitting, not giving up.
Inspiring cohesion, inspiring other people when they're down.
Yeah, exactly. Good point. Thank you. That was Kathleen Bruno, ladies and gentlemen. So here's number one on the list. What's your take? Who would be number one on your list? That's the question I want to ask you.
Probably Magic Johnson, because when you're bringing in all the different interpersonal qualities, the inspirational, the rallying around people, lifting people up, being engaging everybody, I would think Magic Johnson for me.
And you know what? I love the Magic Man. You know who he is, Kathleen Bruno?
I do. I actually met him.
So he's not on the list. Interesting. And I was talking to my wife Ellen last night about this list. You could have 100.
Oh yeah, easy.
Well,
Easy.
it's
100.
subjective. A lot
I'm
of it's
sure Michael
subjective.
Jordan's on the list, right?
Is he? Let's see. Time out. Is he on
sure
the
he
list?
has to be on the
He is not on the list.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to go
That's
through the list because it's interesting. So
Wow.
you go Magic Johnson, your favorite all time. He
Yeah.
would be in my top 100 for sure
Okay.
because of his karma, his leadership, his ability to communicate and touch people like the both of you do. So he would be my top 100. Who's your top?
he's a leader not just on the field but off the field in
There
communities
you
and
go.
service.
Yes.
And I remember one time hearing a story. He gave up a huge chunk of his salary to bring Vlade Divac onto the team, and this is when I was a young kid, and I was inspired by that. Like who decides that they've made enough money in their career or even in business outside of basketball that he just gave up like a huge percentage to bring
Fantastic.
on.
And he
to
probably
bring
got
someone
it back
on.
double, 'cause that's the way the world works.
Absolutely, for
Yeah.
sure.
He was one of my favorite basketball players. He played so hard. Whatever happened, I wonder where he is now. I wonder if he went back to his home country. Probably.
You're talking about Vlade?
Yeah, Vlade.
Floppy Divac is what I call him.
Vladi's the GM for the Kings.
Vlade is?
Vladi is.
Time out.
See, hey.
The Kings are a hockey team.
No. The Sacramento Kings.
Sacramento Kings.
Hey, I like that a kid schooled you on this stuff.
It's not the first time Aaron schooled me, trust me. I go to him all the time.
There you go.
Aaron's like my Google. Okay, number 2 on the list. Tiger Woods, number 1. We're talking about the most dominant athletes over the last 20 years.
Now, is it strictly athleticism, or are they pulling in character traits? And
That's a good question. No character traits.
Okay,
You're
so
going to
just
see a
pure
player on
athleticism.
here. You're going to see. Well, let me just say it right now. Barry Bonds is on the list.
Is Shaq on the list?
Shaq is not.
I
on the
cannot
list.
see Shaq on the list.
Really?
If we're talking about dominant,
Shaq is not on the list, and I would put Shaq on the list for exactly what Alex said, like Magic, but he was dominant.
he's the most dominant ever.
I can't see him over Jordan though.
No,
Jordan is not on the list.
Michael Jordan, hands down, is
If we're talking about the last 20 years, you're talking about Michael Jordan's last year in Chicago. I don't know. He's above Jordan if we're talking about the last 20 years. If you want to say 25, then you put Jordan above Shaq. But
He's not on the list. LeBron James, number 2.
so. This is last 20 years.
You know
last
who
20
LeBron
years.
LeBron James
I do.
is?
Yep.
So LeBron James, number 2. We agreement with that?
okay.
Yeah. I mean, he's my favorite basketball player of all time. I met Michael Jordan. I like Michael Jordan, but I would put him over Michael Jordan. It sounds like I'm getting nasty eye contact from you, Aaron.
I was such a LeBron hater for the longest time.
Peyton
so.
Manning, number 3 on the list. You know who Peyton Manning is?
I do.
Okay. What's your take?
Yeah, I agree.
You okay with Peyton?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. 4 is Jimmy Johnson. I don't know anything about NASCAR, but I know who he is, and Jimmy Johnson is the Tiger Woods of NASCAR. Aaron, wake up. We're talking about NASCAR.
I'm up. I'm contemplating. No. I'm thinking out the list. I can't believe that they had Peyton Manning over Tom Brady. You got to be kidding me.
I don't think he's going to get behind.
You're going
this
to be
list.
shocked where Tom Brady is on this list. So Peyton Manning's number 3.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Johnson is number 4, who I think has won quite a few. I don't know how many races on NASCAR, but a lot, Alex. Do you ever watch NASCAR?
A few times. I think I
too,
fell asleep
yeah.
after the second car went
I'm
around.
not
the
knocking
track.
NASCAR because I have a lot of friends that love it, but same thing. I could nap. It's a good nap. Have you ever watched NASCAR?
You know what? We used to go. My father used to cater for Hendricks Motorsports, and so we'd have front row everything, and I was really just in it for the snacks. So I don't know what was happening, but I liked going. I liked the energy. I liked the excitement. And people that are into NASCAR are really into NASCAR.
Favorite snack, quick. Favorite snack.
They have to be nachos then.
Favorite snack, Alex Urbina.
Oh, I can't even.
Come on, favorites. Don't play
Favorite
this.
favorite
snack.
Now or then?
I can give it to mine is Cheetos. Come
Oh,
on,
well,
man.
then
Oh,
I
yours
go with
cheap.
Milk
Oh, you're
Duds.
talking about chips now?
Anything. Snack.
Food.
It would probably be. I don't know. Doritos probably be.
Oh my
Top.
God. What about you, Aaron?
I like a nice Fuji apple.
What?
Yeah.
That's not a snack.
Oh, it's a snack.
That's eating.
No, that's a snack.
Have you ever had a Honeycrisp apple?
What is a snack, though? Is a snack supposed to
A
hold
snack
you over?
is a snack,
yeah,
right.
Then,
A
then,
snack-
then a Fuji apple.
I like a
You're
Fuji.
right.
Not an apple.
You're right.
Yeah,
An
right.
apple with the cheese would be a nice snack.
Fuji apple. Well,
I don't
she's,
even need the
she's
cheese,
a
just-
lady, so she wants to put the cheese in there.
Yeah,
right?
do you go the
Yeah,
spray
guys?
cheese?
We're not. Guys aren't going to sit down and have the cheese with the apple.
Nah, I just like an apple.
You've ever had Honeycrisp apple?
See, Honeycrisp is a delicacy. Honeycrisp is so sweet that it can't be your everyday apple. There's a power ranking. There's a hierarchy
I love
for
how much
apples.
thought he's put into this.
Maybe we should do the best 20 apples of the last 20 years.
Coach, I think we should have an apple show.
You're listening to Travis Talk Sports. Travis Talk Sports, I'm missing you, buddy, if you're listening every Friday at 1 o'clock. All right, these are the top 20 most dominant athletes in the last 20 years. Number 4 was Jimmy Johnson. 5 is Roger Federer. Can't argue that. You know what sport that is?
No.
Tennis.
Tennis. Okay.
And I was a tennis player when I was younger. Alex, did you ever play tennis?
I played once. Yeah.
Or were you just running a racket?
They had me running around, and I was running my racket.
You know who Roger Federer is?
I don't.
Tennis. He's a great tennis. Aaron, you know he is. Of
course.
Yeah, he's a great tennis player. He deserves to be on the list. Number 6 might be shocking to some, not to me, but I don't know if she deserves to be in the top 20 of all time. Number 6, Annika Sorenstam.
Over Serena Williams?
I'm just saying,
who
Annika
made the list?
ESP.
That is blasphemous. That is blasphemous.
ESPN. This is the list.
Well-
And you could sit down, Alex Urbina, 1,000 people, and Kathleen Bruno, and get 1,000 different lists. So
No, but it's fun.
it's fun to go over
Yeah,
the
it
list.
is.
So do you know who she is?
I don't.
Annika Sorenstam. Okay, number 7. I know who he is. Let's see if I can stump the three of you. Michael Schumacher. Michael Schumacher.
Okay, a jockey.
gonna say a
or
jockey.
A jockey or a poker player.
Okay, he knows who. So he is the most.
There is a Schumacher poker player.
Yeah.
This is Michael Schumacher, the most famous Formula One driver in the
Oh,
history
wow.
of the
Okay.
world.
Shoot.
And at one point made more money than any athlete in the history of. Not anymore because he's retired. But you know who he is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice guy. Really a hundreds of millions. Michael Schumacher. Okay, number 7. Number 8 is interesting. Floyd Mayweather.
Okay.
Money Mayweather. So there's a connection between Mayweather and Santa Clarita.
There certainly is.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all we're going to say
Yes,
because
that-
you and I know what the connection
We
is.
do, yes.
And you know who Floyd Mayweather is?
Absolutely.
Money Mayweather. So he's number 8 on the list. See, that's where the subjective stuff is not in this list, right? Character, personality, inspiration, some of the things you were talking about, Kathleen, not on the list. Not on the list. This is statistical. How many fights did they win? How many touchdowns they scored? Blah, 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 blah. Now, I'm embarrassed here. I'm hoping that Aaron, our producer, my favorite producer in the whole world, I say that to every producer, so if you're listening, Cody, don't have your feelings hurt. Number 9 on this list, I don't know who it is. It's embarrassing. Marta.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Brazilian soccer player. Marta.
Okay, let's move to number 10.
Dead silence from me and Alex.
That was done. Usain Bolt. Do you know who he is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Kathleen Bruno does not know
I
who
don't.
He's one of the fastest mans on the planet.
he is the fastest man on the planet.
Is he
Seems
really?
to be. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Somebody last year beat him, right?
Someone took him out?
I think so. I think the
in
American.
Europe. In Europe.
Justin Gatlin.
Yeah. Can you look that up? Can you have a whole staff? Can you have one of your staff people? All right, we're going to take a break. That's the first 10 on the most dominant athletes over the last 20 years. There's one lady on the list in the first 10. We'll be right back at Sports. Travis Talks Sports every Friday, 1 o'clock on award-winning 98.1 FM KHTS.
I hear him cheering from the sidelines.
Hi, this is Jason Perez with New American Funding, Santa Clarita's own homegrown mortgage expert. Visit my website at lendscb.com or give me a call at 661-972-1092. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or trying to go from your condo to a castle, here at New American Funding, my team and I are here to help you do whatever you need. Once again, feel free to give me a call, 661-972-1092, or visit my website at lendscb.com. I'm looking forward to working with you.
This is Bernard Cash with Earthwise Nutrition Center. We have been serving Santa Clarita Valley from the same location in Granary Square Shopping Center for the last 30 years. We built our business on earning people's trust. What you get at our store, you will not get anywhere else. You're going to get a family that's going to tell you the truth, that's more interested in earning your business long term versus making a big sale. You're going to get 30 years of knowledge, and you're going to get a wide variety of products that actually work. You can visit us at buyearthwise.com or call us at 661-255-2928.
Party Homes makes the home buying process a breeze. Come see our 3 new neighborhoods in Santa Clarita, priced from the mid-500s to the high 700s, with options for families and 55-plus active adults. Our newest neighborhood, Cresta, opens March 31st. Design and build the home of your dreams, or choose from professionally designed, move-in-ready homes. Call 661-666-2342 to set up an appointment today.
Hi, my name is Garo, and I've opened up 3 Apollo's Barbershop in Valencia, with the 4th one opening up on Main Street in downtown Newhall. I remember my grandfather bringing me to the barbershop when I was a boy, when trucks were made tough and integrity meant something. Apollo's Barbershop is not a fad, but is built on old school tradition. A place where a man can get a straight razor shave, a tight, clean haircut, beard and mustache grooming. Visit us at apollosbarbershop.com for all the information and contacts.
My favorite restaurant in Santa Clarita? Salt Creek Grill, of course. Great food, neat atmosphere.
For a business lunch or romantic dinner, I'll always go to Salt Creek.
Hi, I'm Greg Amsler, owner of Salt Creek Grill. We have created Salt Creek to provide you with the most comfortable and inviting restaurant in Santa Clarita. Enjoy fresh mesquite grilled fish, aged steaks, and the best chops imaginable. There's entertainment every Friday and Saturday night, and we have the best Sunday brunch in town. Salt Creek is on Town Center Drive in Valencia.
Title Boxing Club is here in Santa Clarita. We're fast-paced, action-packed, and addictive. We've got music pumping and energy flowing. Come out to the Title Boxing Club and embrace your inner power and sweat it out at Santa Clarita's best workout spot for you and your entire family. Join us for your first shot-free class at the Title Boxing Club on Bouquet Canyon and Newhall Ranch Road.
98.1 FM and AM 1220.
Hey, Biz, let it drop right here.
Let's drop it right here on the Travis Talk Sports every Friday at 1 o'clock. My partners in New Orleans bring me back some red beans and rice and some gumbo. But I have two really dear friends, people that I admire, people that I love being around. Alex Urbina, you know who he is. He's on every Friday at noon, and I listen to his show every Friday with Jasmine, his beautiful, beautiful daughter. Happy birthday, Alex.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
And another dear friend and the most successful realtor in all of Southern California. I'm not kidding when I say it. Her name is Kathleen Bruno. You can find her at Troop, or now it's Century 21 Troop in Valencia.
Yeah.
Century 21 Troop. Amazing how successful you are, girl, and I can't wait for your show because you got some magic sauce that we're going to bottle, and then you can buy the Kathleen Bruno secret sauce for what, $500 a bottle?
And it's
we're not
unlimited.
selling it cheap. We're not. This is
giving it away,
1995 secret sauce.
But it is accessible to all those that can afford it.
Right. So Alex, ladies and gentlemen, has really been the coach for Ellen and myself. We've been married a long, long time. But Alex has really improved our marriage dramatically. We go to his workshops, and it's unbelievable what he's done for us. And it's a cheap plug for you, buddy boy, on your birthday.
Thank you.
So this is a sports show. So in your coaching and mentoring of young people, isn't sports important? Truthfully, I mean, I'm a jock. You're a jock. Kathleen was a gymnast. Don't you think every young person should find something to get their body involved in?
Well, I can speak to that in that I have two distinct kids. One that is, all out, all in, all sports all the time, wanted to absolutely as thin as a rail and wanted to be a starter on the football team. And another child that just doesn't want to be competitive, point blank. So I love sports. I'm an advocate of sports, but they just need to have something. So if they're not athletically inclined, I wouldn't shame them for that, but I would move them in a direction so they do have something that they can do and be proud of.
Yeah. See, I would shame them, but Alex would say, Coach, maybe you shouldn't be doing that.
Shame.
Your take there, Mr.
Actually, you're shaming me now because every time you ask one of these names that I don't know, all the sports enthusiasts in my life are just cringing.
We'll get back to these top 20 athletes all the time, but I want Alex's take on how important for young people. Was Jasmine involved in sports at all?
She was. We started off with my oldest son, Mark, started playing football and was really good at it. And he went all the way up the ranks up to Canyon High School, was part of the CIF and state championship. And so she kind of watched her older brother play, and then she wanted to engage in softball and played with her little sister. But because I do transformational trainings for teenagers and really am inspiring kids or inviting kids to learn more about themselves, I'm starting to realize that not everyone has the ability to go play sports. But I also think, like you said, kids should be getting into something. I think our parents need to start involving kids into getting involved into some kind of team building environments where they're learning how to get along with each other, how to interact, how to support each other. And you don't just find that on sports, you can find that in other areas too.
Because I think the main goal is you're trying to raise their emotional IQ in whatever arena you need to do that in. So if you can do that in sports, that's usually the first place people go.
Yeah.
But if they're not inclined for that, then there's a million different ways you can do that. You just need to be creative.
Yeah, back 20, 30 years ago, sports was just a symbol for getting my kids involved so that they can learn how to develop self-confidence so they can navigate the world in a powerful way. But as the world's been evolving, more and more organizations are coming up. Teen leadership development is born. And so you can now put your kids into so many different avenues to really help build their self-esteem. It's not just about sports anymore.
Well, Alex, I love that you're reaching down to the earlier years because it's wonderful, like you're coaching Coach and his wife, but at the same time, if you can get them younger, the younger you can get them, the better to open up the possibilities, because then they just live a lifetime of possibilities.
That's right. And teens are it's my niche. But I can pretty much coach everybody. But it's just I have a passion for teens, so I've been doing that for over 20 years.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
You have a teen workshop coming up anytime
I
soon?
don't actually. Right now, I have a Superwoman workshop coming up in April. Yeah, it's a women's empowerment.
You're sitting next to a Superwoman.
Yeah. I see it. I feel it.
Oh my God! So when in April?
It's April 21st. Yeah, Saturday, April 21st.
Ooh, I'd love to come to that. Is that going to be over at the school?
It's going to be at SCVI Charter. Yeah.
Okay, April 21st, Superwoman. All right, I start promoting that, man. I'll put a wig on it. I'd love to.
That sounds awesome.
So, last question before we get back to the list of the most dominant athletes over the last 20 years. Kathleen, Bruno, you're competitive. Alex is competitive. If you're not competitive, how do you compete in life? I mean, seriously.
Well, there's different ways to frame out being competitive. And if you're talking strictly in a sports capacity, then that's one thing. But if you're also speaking, a lot of times you're competitive within yourself, which is what hangs you up from moving forward. So there's a healthy competition that can go on in yourself, and there's a healthy competition that can go on in sports. And that's what you need to learn to navigate between.
Yeah, for me, I'm focused more on being a contribution and giving, and more focused on who I need to be in my life and what I'm up to and being in service. So I'm not really focused on competing with anybody, and I want everyone to win anyways. Maybe I'm like the old soccer, moms that, do the hands in and getting everybody and wanting everyone to win. I operate more from win-win rather than
win-lose. And I think successful people, because I have a very big platform, I always operate from abundance. And that's a mistake that I think some realtors make. You can be definitely an I mentality being a realtor, but the reality is if you work from abundance, it always just comes all the way back twofold. So I agree with you. I'm not in competition with anyone except for I love to work from abundance, and then it just seems to perpetuate itself.
You're listening to Travis Talk Sports. Two incredible people in our community, Kathleen Bruno of Century 21 right here in Valencia, and Alex Urbina. And you know Alex, he has his radio show every Friday with his daughter, Jasmine. And when you look at, and I want to just stay on this one word, competitive, just for a second. Being competitive within yourself, how do you learn that? Because sports taught me to try to win and try to beat the other guy. As I've gotten older and worked with Alex, I realized that doesn't always work. Trying to beat somebody else isn't always the smartest strategy. So how do you balance? Alex, let me have you go first. How do you stay competitive within yourself?
How do you stay competitive within yourself? I think that, if you have a certain goal or certain vision, you have to be focused on whatever the vision is and whatever you're committed to, whatever result you're committed to create, you got to stay focused on the steps that you need to get to attain that result. But I think that, you also don't want to come from a place of being committed to win at all costs. I'm not a subscriber of selling out your own integrity or your own values or own morals just to win. So I look at it more like being focused on doing my best. If I come in every day and focus on doing my best and giving my best, and my teammates are focused on them giving their best, collectively our efforts give our best shot at winning whatever the goal is. And that's what I love about team sports. One of the greatest inspirational moments I've ever seen in this community, and it's surrounding around my son when he was playing football at Canyon High School. They were being led by Coach Harry Welch. I don't know if you know who Harry Welch is.
Oh, yeah.
And so he got this group of kids that were all 5'0" and they all had huge hearts, and they played, they gave it their all. And they went up against this powerhouse high school football team called Concord de La Salle. And they were ranked number 1 in the country, and we beat them. And the only reason why we beat them was because these little guys didn't know how to not give it their 100%. And each one of them went out there and gave it their 100%. They weren't there to try to beat somebody. They were just there to try to give it their 100% and do their best. And collectively, when all of them were operating at their full potential all at the same time, the score reflected their efforts, and they became victorious. But it wasn't about us beating somebody. It was about us going out there and playing what they called Canyon football, which was a symbol for giving it my all.
The old saying, I don't care about the size of the dog, I care about the size of the heart.
That's right.
So we got a little 5-foot something sitting next to us here.
5'1".
5'1". So
and by the way, I subscribe completely to what he's saying.
You do?
I absolutely do. We have a slightly different vernacular, but we're saying exactly the same thing. When we make a distinction or set a goal, so to speak, what we focus on is putting integrity behind that goal. So keeping the excuses out of it, keeping the buts out of it. If we put integrity behind that goal, we are creating what we want to create. And I couldn't agree with you more. I didn't go into real estate thinking I was going to beat anybody. I went into real estate thinking, I'm just going to do my very best. I'm going to take care of my clients. I'm going to make sure each client is thrilled. And by doing that and putting integrity behind that, it just, you can't help but pull and forward and create what you want.
Here's the crazy thing about doing your very best. From my experience, doing your very best changes every day.
It does.
And you never get to it.
It's a shapeshifter.
But you never arrive to my very best. It's something that you're always chasing because you're always reinventing yourself and you're always evolving. But your very best, if that was a plateau or a place to land on, as you're chasing it, it keeps moving.
All right, we got to chase just a couple of minutes of commercial. We'll come right back, and then we'll get on the list. We'll get on the list of the 20 top athletes in the last 20 years by ESPN. We'll be right back on Travis Talk Sports on 98.1 FM KHTS.
Hey, Biz, let it drop right here.
Little Eye Leaders is the newest preschool in the Santa Clarita Valley. At Little Eye Leaders, our outstanding teachers lead with intellect, perspective, and heart. That means our programs provide a warm, nurturing atmosphere to meet the unique needs of each child. We believe that play is a powerful form of learning for young children. That's why our kids have every opportunity to learn through the magic and excitement of play. Parents, schedule a tour today by calling 303-0400 or online at littleeyeleaders.org.
At Jersey Mike's, we make a sub above. Bread baked fresh, veggies served crisp, meat and cheese sliced on the spot. Then comes the juice. Red wine vinegar and olive oil blended to perfection is what makes a Jersey Mike's sub a sub to behold. And beholding? Well, we think that works best with two hands. Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
Your Santa Clarita Jersey Mike's, a proud sponsor of Santa Clarita Sports.
This is Bernard Cash with Earthwise Nutrition Center. We have been serving Santa Clarita Valley from the same location in Granary Square Shopping Center for the last 30 years. We built our business on earning people's trust. What you get at our store, you will not get anywhere else. You're going to get a family that's going to tell you the truth, that's more interested in earning your business long-term versus making a big sale. You're going to get 30 years of knowledge, and you're going to get a wide variety of products that actually work. You can visit us at buyearthwise.com or call us at 661-255-2928.
Hi, this is Jason Perez with New American Funding, Santa Clarita's own homegrown mortgage expert. Visit my website at lendseb.com or give me a call at 661-972-1092. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or trying to go from your condo to a castle, here at New American Funding, my team and I are here to help you do whatever you need. Once again, feel free to give me a call, 661-972-1092, or visit my website at lendseb.com. I'm looking forward to working with you.
Hi, my name is Garo, and I've opened up 3 Apollo's barbershops in Valencia, with the 4th one opening up on Main Street in downtown Newhall. I remember my grandfather bringing me to the barbershop when I was a boy, when trucks were made tough and integrity meant something. Apollo's Barbershop is not a fad, but is built on old school tradition. A place where a man can get a straight razor shave, a tight, clean haircut, beard and mustache grooming. Visit us at apollosbarbershop.com for all the information and contacts.
Title Boxing Club is here in Santa Clarita. We're fast-paced, action-packed, and addictive. We've got music pumping and energy flowing. Come out to the Title Boxing Club and embrace your inner power and sweat it out at Santa Clarita's best workout spot for you and your entire family. Join us for your first shot-free class at the Title Boxing Club on Bouquet Canyon and Newhall Ranch Road.
Hometown. Your hometown station.
Hey, Biz, let it drop right here.
Close guy, aren't you?
I'm Coach Ron Tunick with Draft Stock Sports every Friday. Yasiel Puig, you know who he is.
Yeah, baby.
Nope.
Charlene. Kathleen Bruno, you don't know who Yasiel Puig is?
You know what? I'm not going to be allowed to go home now.
Oh, my God. Yasiel Puig singles in the top of the third. Chris Taylor scores. The Dodgers extend their lead over the Royals 4-0. Yasiel Puig, Kathleen Bruno, is the right fielder.
17 years of Dodger season tickets.
We are a Dodger station, girl. We are a Dodger station.
I can tell you where the snack bar is.
He's the
Is that bad?
He's the right fielder for the Dodgers, Kathleen
Okay,
Bruno.
I have my notes right here, but
Got
he's
you.
not on there.
Let's finish this list, which to me, I don't agree with. I just have to tell you, it's ESPN, and it's their top 20 athletes of all time. Number 1 was Tiger Woods. 2 is LeBron James. Peyton Manning 3. Jimmy Johnson 4. Roger Federer 5. Anita Sorenstam 6. Michael Schumacher 7. Floyd Mayweather 8. Marta, who is a Brazilian soccer guy, and Usain Bolt, that was 10. Now here's 11. Lionel Messi. I know who he is. Yeah. I actually like watching him play.
Yeah, he's one of the greatest.
So he's probably one of the most successful soccer players in the world.
Okay.
And he's in Spain? Somewhere.
Spain, yeah.
Spain? Yeah, Spain. Aaron says Spain. I don't need Google. I got Aaron. Number 12, I love watching her, Serena Williams. You know who she is.
I do. I know that one.
Fabulous. Now, you talk about somebody that is competitive. That woman's competitive.
There's a Santa Clarita connection there also that we won't go into.
I don't know that one.
Yes.
You like her?
I do. Very passionate.
Yeah.
Hungry and really focused and determined on doing her best. you know?
Yeah.
Being her best.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed on this one. Lauren Jackson.
Basketball player.
Are you kidding? Time out. Are you kidding me that Lauren, a female, obviously.
Yeah.
What sport?
Basketball.
I mean, what, ladies NBA?
I think she played for UConn, and then I don't know which team she plays for now. But.
Wow. And Michael Jordan is not on the list, but Lauren Jackson is? Okay. Number 14, Cristiano Ronaldo. I know who he is. Argentina, right?
No.
Yeah. No.
Portugal.
Portugal.
I saw him playing the World Cup. Impressive.
Yeah. Both him and Messi are on top of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make millions, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, I know the next one, too. Number 15, Novak Djokovic.
Mm-hmm.
You know who he is?
I don't.
Kathleen Bruno.
I
Tennis
don't.
Tennis player. Number 15. Number 16, Allison Felix. I know who she is. And there's a connection to her, I think, in Santa Clarita.
Santa Clarita.
You know who she is?
I don't.
Olympic sprinter.
Oh, okay.
right, Alex? You know who she is?
I don't.
Allison?
But we should have a show about all the people that are connected to Santa Clarita.
Right.
Now, I would probably tune into that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Well, keep listening to Travis Talk Sports every Friday at 1, and we'll get to it when Travis gets back. Now, here's a guy that bugs me, and he's on the list. The list was comprised by ESPN because of statistics and numbers and this and that and the other. Nothing subjective, nothing like off-the-field leadership, on-the-field leadership, inspiring people to do better in life, none of that. This is Barry Bonds. Aaron, what do you think?
Mm-hmm. I love it.
You like him on the list?
Yeah, why not? He gave life to baseball in the early 2000s.
So he was accused of juicing, taking enhancing drugs. Allegedly. Oh, boy. Hey, Barry, if you're listening, Aaron will defend you. Alex knows who Barry Bond. You know who Barry Bond.
I do. I've actually met him.
Number 18, I think I'm okay with him on the list. Mike Trout. Yes, no?
The Angels, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. Really good.
Yeah. Angel outfielder.
I can't
You would
weigh
like
in.
him. He's handsome, rugged looking. You okay with this on the list, Aaron? Oh, boy.
I guess.
Maybe not the top 20.
Not top
He's
20.
a young guy.
I mean,
26, right?
I go through the rest of the list because there's only a few left. And
Only 2 left. Manny Pacquiao, number 19.
Okay. All right.
You know who he is, Alex?
I do.
I know that one.
I can't believe he made top 20, though.
Top 20. And number 20, ladies and gentlemen, my favorite quarterback, Tommy Brady.
Where's Kobe? Where's Kobe?
Kobe's not.
Kobe's not on the
Where
list.
is Kobe?
Kobe's got 5 rings.
Kobe.
You're lying.
There's the list.
Oh, my God.
There's the list. Kobe,
believe that.
Shaq's not on it. Kobe's not on it. Michael Jordan's not on it. And ESPN did a list of the top 20 teams. You'd be shocked that there were very few professional teams on the top 20 teams. Women's women's UConn. UConn. Anyway, Travis Talk Sports on award-winning 98.1 KHTS. Back to my 2 fabulous guests, Kathleen Bruno of Century 21, and I'm not kidding you when I say this, number 1, real estate. Do you call yourself an agent, marketeer?
Realtor. I'm actually a broker, but I'm a broker that works under a
Realtor.
Yeah, I'm a broker that works for a brokerage, so I'm a broker associate, technically.
So you're both very successful. Alex Urbina is my other fabulous guest and dear friend of the family. But let me ask you, Kathleen, and I'm going to ask Alex the same thing. Give us the secret sauce. If sports is the toy department of life, which it is for me, winning in life is a great thing to want to achieve, and you're doing that. You're winning in life. I never talk about money, but you help people. You solve problems. You have a big purpose to get up every day in your life. There has to be a secret sauce that you and I are going to bottle and sell for $500 a bottle.
Well, and I think Alex and I are on the same page for a lot of it. There's a couple things. One, I'll always give myself grace. Therefore, it's easy for me to give other people grace.
Is grace gratitude for you?
No, 2 different things.
Oh, okay.
I do gratitude in the morning when I wake up, but I give myself grace to just be a human. Being in the human condition is a whole thing in and of itself. But I just don't have any quit, and I live in integrity. I'm a human, but I live in integrity behind my distinctions, behind my decisions, and I just move in a direction that I think is where I want to be moving to.
So you don't give up no matter what. You find a way. If the wall is tall, you'll build a taller ladder.
Yeah, there was a horrifying song in camp, and it was called Going on a Squeegee Hunt, but it was a great metaphor for if you come up against something, have you heard it?
No.
Oh, okay. They would throw
this
various...
is squeegee camp.
Yeah, squeegee camp. So you'd come up against this wall, and you couldn't go under it, you couldn't go around it, so you had to go over it. And then you'd come up against all these different things, and there'd always be a way to get on the other side. And I thought, what a fabulous metaphor for life, even though you're like 6 years old and in camp. But it just showed you that there's a way to get on the other side, and you just have to find that way.
Can you come back Tuesday on my show and we'll talk about
I can't
squeegee
wait.
pan?
Yeah.
Tuesday at
Hunts?
1. Tuesday at 1, the business of life. Alex Urbina, you've helped my wife and I. You've helped so many people in this community. You're a life coach. You're a mentor to teenagers. What's your secret sauce for being so successful?
I think Success, I think, is defined in different ways, and it's subjective. For me, success is about being fulfilled and discovering what my purpose is, and then living my life as my purpose. And it's to be in contribution. So I'm focused more on being a contribution. And at the end of the day, I feel so fulfilled. I feel so used, and I feel like I've given everything I got and have given my best every single day. So to me, that's what success means. And I've been taught and mentored by some of the best transformational trainings in the personal development and transformational arena. And a lot of times, they have instilled their values and principles on me that I just embodied, I loved, and made sense. It feels right to my spirit. And that has been to just to give and to be in service. And that's my joy, and that's my success.
Listen to the show Tuesday. Kathleen Bruno is going to be with me at 1 o'clock. It's called The Business of Life. We're going to have, he's coming in the studio, the happiest man on the face of the earth. He wrote a book.
Nice.
I want to know what that is all about, because you're happy, Alex is happy,
Absolutely.
I'm happy.
I choose it. I choose it.
But
it's
purpose,
a conscious choice.
We're running out of time here. We got 2 minutes. I don't think most people find their purpose in life, Alex.
But I do believe everybody has a purpose.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely, they have it.
Everyone's
got one.
Yeah,
It's a matter of you finding the courage or the value of wanting to go and seek it out.
Yeah. Or creating the space to be able to see it. A lot of people will tell you they don't know what their purpose is, but you have to do a little bit of work to find the space to be able to create whatever's in that space as your purpose.
Yeah, but Tuesday we should open up the show with that, because that, I think, is the biggest challenge of a lot of people. You might have a purpose at 20, 30, 40 years old, but purposes change, don't they, Alex?
For me, mine doesn't change. The way that what does change is the way I go about expressing it. But for me, my purpose is distinctive. So
really,
yeah, he said his distinction is being in service, so that is a huge umbrella. Did you know that at 20 years old that being in service was your purpose?
I discovered it my wake-up call was at 23, and then I realized it at 24. So
all right, take a nap till Tuesday. I got to go. See you at 1 o'clock Tuesday on The Business Life on KHTS award-winning 98.1.